Hello. So today, we are on the hunt. I'm going to show each and every single one of you how to strangle a manatee with your bare hands. It all started when my friend Joe here said that he could win a one-on-one fight with a goddamn African giraffe.
You pussy!
He would do this by climbing on its back and choking it out in a non-sexual way. Now, giraffes can be quite feisty. In their free time, they are known to stomp out lions. They're also known to decapitate them entirely. Oh yeah, they also perform 360 spins with their necks. So there's that. Imagine getting fucking hit with one of those. Well, now I had to look this up. Upon searching Google for my answers, I came across quite the interesting article. How to Kill a Manatee by D Magazine. You know, if you had to, with your bare hands. How would you even go about this? What crazy situation could you possibly be in where you have to kill a manatee? You know an article is going to be legit when they say things like this. It's easy to kill an animal that barely has the will to live. Are manatees, like, suicidal? I didn't know this was a thing. So naturally, my question changed. Can one man take down a manatee?
Round 1. Fight!
No weapons, hand-to-flipper combat, both bloodlusted, and in this case, not suicidal. And the arena? The Australian coast. Leave in the comments if you'd win or lose, and describe how you'd kill the manatee if you would win. Right after you like and subscribe, of course. When things get slow around the office, or to our managing editor's everlasting frustration, even when it's not slow, I like to pose hypothetical questions. For example, what's the biggest animal you think you could kill with your bare hands? I posed the question to several local notables to get some perspective. So to start us off, we have Rhett Miller, lead singer of the old 97s. They're a relatively popular band. They're a little old now. But instead of listening to them, you could listen to my band, Chelsea's Wolves. Setting aside all moral concerns I might have about killing an animal, the biggest animal I could kill with my bare hands would be a fox or a small dog. Okay, that's pretty fair. If I could use a rock or something, I could kill an elephant. But my bare hands are not packing a lot of firepower. Maybe I could strangle a giraffe? Why do people think strangling a giraffe is possible? They grow up to 19 feet. How are you gonna get up there? Is it possible to strangle a giraffe? I work at a zoo and have tried to strangle a giraffe numerous times, but to no avail. I just wrap my arms around its neck and squeeze. Is my technique wrong? How do I go about doing it? If it is even possible. Please help. This is something that has been bothering me for a long time. There is no way you have attempted giraffe homicide this many times. Is this what really goes on at the zoo after hours? To get out of a full-blown battle with a giraffe just to leave unscathed and be all like,
Mission failed. We'll get them next time.
Giraffes tower over trees. You mean to tell me no one noticed a man in the middle of the night climbing and trying to strangle a giraffe? You're not gonna be able to wrap your arms around it, nevertheless have enough strength to choke it out. Keep fucking around and you're gonna find yourself decapitated. So, does this officially make me a member of the giraffe strangling community? What kind of niche group did I just fucking stumble upon? Oh, and yeah, it's totally your technique. That's why you're failing.
Okay, Patrick, it's all in the technique.
Tell me, Rhett, how did you go from maximum killing a fox or small dog to give me a rock and I'll slaughter a fucking elephant? How big of a rock is it?
It's not just a boulder. It's a rock. A rock. A rock.
We're talking about a full-grown 14,000-pound elephant. Not even the rock, with the rock, is winning that fight. He says maybe to the giraffe, but the elephant... Have you ever seen an angry elephant before? It's out for blood. I'm sorry, Red, but I don't think you're elephant hunter material, bro. Next, we got Ben Fountain, a legit famous author who wrote 4 books and went to Duke University. He says, I don't know, a marmot? No, too many teeth. Okay, what the fuck is a marmot? I'm definitely kicking one of these things right in the fucking ribs. Give me a rock on top of it and sheesh! We making marmot pancakes! Disclaimer, these are all jokes. I love animals. I would never even think of hurting one. Except for my dog Murph. He says, a carp? I'd throw it out on the bank and let it flop around till it suffocates. Does that count? Okay, a carp is an easy dub. I'm going Andy Samberg in this bitch.
I took it and threw it on the ground. What, you think I'm stupid?
I would kick that carp like I needed a field goal to win the Super Bowl. And again, if I had a fucking rock, woo! What would this video be without the manatee? My research only led me to find crazier and crazier stuff. Have any of you ever heard the saying that new laws are made because someone had to commit that crime first before they went, you know what? Well, they made it illegal to molest a manatee. Let that one sink in. I don't see why one would, but it's a law, so someone tried to. Florida man arrested for molesting a manatee. Not only do I wonder how you molest a manatee, but how do you get caught? I just want to know for research purposes, not for any personal reasons. I'm not gonna do it myself. Manatee molester on the loose in Tampa Bay. It's not that hard to find some normal, consensual human ass. Manatee rape is just really unnecessary. I saw a manatee gang rape a crippled manatee. What the fuck, guys? We really need to move on here because I'm getting way too horny for this. Gordon Keith. He's a known sports radio host in Dallas. There's no doubt I could kill a manatee with my bare hands. Although the West Indian manatee can reach a weight of 1,300 pounds, it's 1,300 pounds of stupid and lethargy. Manatees can swim up to 19 miles per hour. I don't give a fuck if it's the laziest animal on earth and more suicidal than every Hot Topic employee combined. You are not gonna survive 1,300 pounds hitting you that fast. A manatee only has sex once every 2 years. And although that beats my average by 4 months, I understand him. Nothing like throwing in a bit of self-deprecation in an article about strangling animals. In fact, the virgin manatees are probably the most aggressive from all the sexual frustration. You're better off finding a manatee that's an absolute pussy destroyer. Probably much more laid back. Definitely not gonna fuck with the handicapped manatee that got sexually assaulted by 5 others. Once the flashbacks and PTSD kick in, you are done. He might just flip the script and molest you. And I hope you're not a virgin, because rumor has it, manatees are fucking packing. Straight up hung. It's easy to kill an animal that barely has the will to live. Some animals will fight back. They have a look in their eye that says, I will rip out your trachea if you approach my afterbirth one more time. Not the manatee. The most menacing look a manatee can muster is the one where he wants to read you a bedtime story. If your goal is to strangle it to death, it's at least gonna be a wee bit pissed off. Have you ever heard of animal instincts? That shit usually kicks in when death is near. Just because a manatee can't bite you doesn't mean it can't slap the shit out of you. So I would speak in sweet tones to the manatee and convince him to beach himself. Dude, what are you, fucking Aquaman sending brainwaves to the manatee? In what world can you read and influence a manatee's emotions and decisions? Do you even know what noise a manatee makes? I don't. Now I know why you want to kill manatees. That was fucking annoying. Humans can barely communicate or make any noise underwater. But you expect to fluently speak manatee in the ocean? When he responds, are you going to understand his Australian accent? Then I would rest a bare but comforting hand on the nape of his neck folds and set about reading him Goodnight Moon until he dried out like creek bed E.T. I would hate myself for this, but that's what beer is for. There is a flaw in your plan. Shocking, shocking. I know. If you have your hand on his neck that entire time, he still has a chance to fuck you right up. One swift flipper to the leg, and you're knocked down. Then he does a fat-ass barrel roll right on top of you.
Do a barrel roll.
For reference, it takes a fucking bulldozer to move a manatee. So unless you use your amazing telepathic manatee skills to tell them to get the fuck off, you're done for. On top of it, you're gonna be in wet sand. That's gonna slow you down tremendously and give you a super rough head start. And that factor alone could be the end of Gordon Keith. So now, I have gathered a team of the most intelligent, capable, and sophisticated individuals to ever walk this earth, to finally put to rest and answer the world's most puzzling question: can a human kill a manatee with his bare hands?
I think manatees are pretty dumb.
Scientists say that they're smart. And then Fernando out here, I've never seen one, nor have I ever interacted with one. I think they're dumb. I think they're stupid.
Can manatees roll?
Can manatees punch?
They're known to have syphilis.
A manatee might kill me, but like 3 to 6 months down the line.
Are humans giving them syphilis? Because humans do molest manatees.
Our manatees.
Really?
Yeah, it's a thing.
What?
Yeah, it's actually a thing.
How lonely must you be?
They had to outlaw it in Florida.
Can I piss?
It was illegal?
Now it is.
So it was not.
They had to outlaw